And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the new home of Williamstown Football, the exclusive sponsor of the 2020 Braves. This is Pizza Hut, and proud to be sponsoring Williamstown Football for 2020. The state champions come back finally after this long, abbreviated season. We start on Saturday against Timber Creek. As I'm Chris Lozzi with Coffee Jones, as usual, season number 5 here on BFA Productions. And for Williamstown, we have the captains that we're meeting for the first time as we open up on October 3, which is Saturday. And our first captain, why not, the starting quarterback, Dougie Brown. And Dougie, it's been a long off season. You guys ready to go?
I think we're definitely ready to go. You know, all off season, we've been talking in our group chats and saying we're ready to go. We're ready to rock. 6 games, 8 games, however many games it is, we're ready to go for sure.
Defending state champions 2 years in a row, but the big one, winning at Rutgers last year. And the seniors, obviously, it's going to be attrition, but you've got a lot of guys coming back. Number 1 in South Jersey, number 4 overall. That pressure just keeps mounting down there on Main Street.
We like the pressure, and we're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Now, having said that, you are in a position personally, you are right now preseason pick, second team in all of South Jersey. A lot of things are going to ride on you. You're carrying this team, and what are your thoughts on that?
I like being the leader of the team. I like having all my guys riding with me. So I'm excited for this season. I'm really excited.
You know this guy right here?
Of course. Dougie, I mean, obviously you've been one of the top players in South Jersey. You guys had an excellent season last season. I want to talk about the mindset going into this season. Now you're the hunted. You know, last year you were hunting to get back the championship that was rightfully yours. You did that with that team. That's behind you. So I want to talk about your new mindset to now you're at the top of the mountain and everybody's coming for you.
I mean, like I said, we like that competition. We want everyone to come after us, and we're ready for it. Like we said, 6 games, 8 games. We're gonna go out there every game, be prepared mentally, physically, and try and win every game that we can.
Well, I know, Chris, you talked about the roster that you built, and you got some good pieces coming back. Obviously, offensively is where you're going to be the catalyst of this Williamstown Braves attack. But you got a big piece in Keon Saab. I want you to talk about him. I mean, he's a 4-star recruit, 31 offers, one of the top athletes in the country, number 1 athlete in the state of New Jersey. Talk about having a player like that added to your roster. How does that help?
Yeah, adding a player like that is huge for me, especially at wide receiver. You know, when I first found out he was coming here, I texted him. And we just got to work right away, and our connection is really strong. So I'm really excited to have a player like that in the offense.
Chris, well, keep in mind, too, with Keon and the transfer, he's going to help on the defensive side of the ball, too. If you look at this roster, pretty much everything is going to stay intact with maybe a couple changes in the interior, and that's, I guess, with graduation. Any concern at all of these changes and people learning new positions for you, especially early in the season?
Right now, I think going into practices, we moved both our guards out to tackles in Devin Cope and Jake Eaton. And I think in practice, they're doing a great job. Our O-line's coming together. We have a great O-line coach and Coach Sook. So I think we're all strong. We got great athletes out wide, and our line's really coming together strong. And we got a great running back in Turner and a good 1-2 punch with Lorenzo. So we're going to be ready.
In unprecedented times like these, what are the coaches saying in this locker room? How do you stay mentally focused and ready to go?
Basically, it's all on us. You know, the coaches can do everything that they can do with preparing us and all that, but it's all mentally on us too. And we, as a team, all want to get out there and, like we said, play as many games as we can, and we're excited for that.
Dougie Brown, everybody, starting quarterback for the defending state champions, the Williamstown Braves. And we have more captains coming up after this from Pizza Hut.
Big day of closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
And welcome back to our season preview here in Pizza Hut, which is now the official sponsor of Williamstown Football, the exclusive sponsor. As we continue with the captains, we talked to the quarterback, Dougie Brown, and now we've got EZ. Donovan Ezra-Goo, as John Shields would say, the PA announcer. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing well. How about you?
We're doing great. We're excited to finally get some football going on.
Me too.
Now, we know we're going to talk about you personally in a minute. You got a lot of attention, some big-time schools. We'll get to that in a second. But same question we posed to Dougie, and as Coffee mentioned, everybody's after you now. What's the mindset in that huddle?
We embrace it. You know, we like it. We like that target on our back because, you know, in those big games is when we strive and we play our best. So we love it. We love the competition.
One other thing to mention, again, you got some nasty tools that are coming in that they didn't have last year. I think is Keon Saab, and he's really something, isn't he?
He's something. He's an athlete. That's my guy, you know. He does a real good job patrolling that, you know, backside of the defense. So, you know, I got to get my job done up front, my guys. But we know that defensive back group is definitely on locks.
You know, last year, you know, we called John Wood, we called Quinn. You caught some balls too, though, and now you're going to be asked to do a lot more this year.
Yes, sir. So this year, I'm still playing that slot wide position. So yeah, I'm not coming off the field, both sides, offense and defense. But you know, I love it. I love.
I know you do.
I love the game. So
and Coffee loves your energy. I mean, he absolutely does.
I do. And just talking to the coach staff and the people around, obviously, the first thing I noticed, you're a great student. And just talking about some of the schools, you know, in the Ivy League and some of the offers that we're going through, this is not just about your football talent. You've been a student first. I definitely commend you upon that. But I want to ask you about a guy like Aaron Lewis that you talked about last year, that you guys went after day, that you take one-on-one reps with. Just some of the things that he taught you that you saw in the process, being able to go to a Power 5 school from Williamstown and be able to lead your team to a state championship.
Yeah, so he definitely taught me a lot. You know, he taught me, you know, every day in practice, got to give 110% energy. That's the only way to go. So, you know, it's always sticking out, you know, doing the little things in practice and during games that, you know, that high caliber Division I athlete needs to, you know, be great.
So let's talk about the next level. I know you're committed to Boston College.
Yes, sir.
You got a big game this week. I don't know, you know, number 12 North Carolina coming into town. You got Pitt that's ranked next week. So they're finally turning the corner in the ACC. What about BC made you fall in love and commit to school?
I like to say, you know, at first I fell in love with the coaching staff. Coach Jeff Halfleet, head coach, love him. Coach Vince Agabasi, love him. D coordinator, Coach Tim, love him. Even my recruiting coach, I love them. But also, you know, they're very prestigious in terms of, you know, their academics. And that's a big thing for me and my family. You know, I need to go to a school that was academically there, you know, but they also had, you know, that Power 5,
yes,
ACC.
Sir. You go play some big
So
schools.
they had a great combination of both. So that's just,
well, you're going to be on the spotlight. You got
sir.
Clemson, Notre Dame, you know, all the
Every week.
ACC schools. It's going to be great, man. What, Chris?
Oh, man, I'll tell you. I'm excited. BC, babe. I mean, that's going. Last year we talked about Aaron going to Michigan. I mean, it's really a
got to take a road trip, Chris.
great thing. We want to go, you know? Chestnut Hill, you're on your way. All right?
Yes, sir.
Devin Ezeraku is our guest. Coming up again, more of the captains of the 2020 Williamstown Braves. And you're watching this pregame show exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. You've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose, and Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Boldo. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut and to score some tickets. Be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
Season opens October 3rd, as the graphic says, against Timber Creek. For more information on how to watch that game, go to the website of the Huddle Club. It's WHSHuddleClub.com, and a pay-per-view extravaganza for this season. All the information is there on the Huddle Club's website. As we continue with our opening season debut pregame show, and this guy, man, did you bulk up or what? Brody Colbert, one of the senior captains, joining us. My man from the secondary. Coffee and I love watching you because you bring like the energy like at 90 miles an hour from kickoff to when you get into the locker room. Now you're a senior. Now you're a captain. What's it look like for this year for you? And I ask all the other guys, you know, are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready. It's exciting to finally be able to get on the field this Saturday after the long wait and the optimism of the season happening throughout the summer. So, yeah, it's exciting to play senior year. So this is it. So we're going to give it our all.
Any disappointment at all that the state decided that there wasn't going to be any state final or any playoff like that?
Yeah, there's obviously disappointment. I mean, you play to win the championship, and we've been doing that for the past 2 years. So to hear that, yeah, it was discouraging, but we still got games to play, so we're going to go out and do that.
You're going to be joined in the secondary, and we're going to talk about him a lot this year, and that's Keon Saab. And he's a junior transferring over from Glassboro. Everybody in the world is looking at him. What's that mean to you guys in that secondary?
Yeah, that's huge. Keon's he's a great player. He really brings excitement to the team, being highly ranked as he is, and he backs it up. He's a great player, and that just makes our defense even better than it was. And we know that they were good. Yeah. So I'm excited to get in the field with Keon. And practice has been very good. He's already comfortable and everything, so this Saturday it should be fun with him.
So, and I know you're going to get after it from the beginning.
Yes,
I mean, does he push you? Does the fact now that it's so high, the expectations, does that just make you go to another level?
Yeah, in practice, defensive back drills, we go together, we compete, so that always makes one another better. So yeah, having that huge talent on the field, yeah, it makes us compete 10 times more. So it's exciting for Keon to be here.
I know this man's got some questions for, but the first thing is, and we know it's you. Only if, even if your number wasn't on, you're the only one that's got that jerry curl there coming out of the helmet, though. So but right, Coffee, that's our man.
It's one of my favorite players, and I think you're one of the most underrated players on this team, and especially offense. Chris was talking about you playing defense, playing free safety, making plays, but offensively, you're kind of the X factor of this offense. I don't think I give you enough credit. I'm gonna take the blame myself. I give Doug and Aaron Lewis and all these Turner and all these guys some love, but just watching you in the championship game up with Rutgers, you take the jet sweep, you go around the corner, you score.
Yes, sir.
I mean, plays like that, you see it at the college and the NFL level. How is Coach using your ability as a weapon, just with the ball in your hands, helping his offense?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have great talents on the offensive side, obviously. So I think me being able to just back that up and be just that next person up if we ever need something, and just to make plays whenever I have to. I think I like that role. I embrace it, and I know I might not be the biggest on the field or the best on the field, but I bring the toughness, and I'm always aggressive, going 100%.
I mean, Chris joked about it. You do look a little husky.
Yeah.
You've been in the weight room. You've been doing your quarantine workout, your push-ups. So just talk about just your mindset preparation going for however many games you're allowed to play this season. What are you looking to get out of your senior year?
Yeah, I'm looking to improve. Obviously, the goal is to improve every year, and this year I'm looking to take a huge step forward. And, yeah, like you said, I put some weight on. That was big for me in high school season. I wanted to do that the past couple of years, but this year it was a great opportunity to do that, and I did that. And, I'm just excited to go out there and improve. I want to be a lot better than I was last year and just contribute to the team.
Heard some colleges are a little interested in you.
Yes,
some things you're thinking about. Take your time.
Yes,
no
sir.
rush. But congratulations on all your success thus far, and I can't wait to see you on the field Friday.
Thank
Saturday.
you, guys. Yep, means a lot.
Brody Colbert, the captain's tour will continue after this from Pizza Hut, home of the Express Lunch, $5.99 special for lunch from 11 to 3 o'clock at your participating Pizza Hut.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
As we continue with the captains, 73 on your scorecard, number 1 in your hearts. Nicky Bruno. Nick, good to see you.
Nice to see you too. How you been?
I'm doing great. We're excited. We finally got some football coming up, and that's a good thing, right?
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
You're a senior now. You're a captain. Awesome responsibility.
Yes, sir.
How are you handling it this year?
We're just taking it one step at a time, one game at a time. Just going out there, giving it all we can. Just coming out with the dub. That's really it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's all that matters? Yeah. What's it like with Dougie now? I mean, he's a senior now and in that huddle. I mean, do you see the way he is just like grown up? You guys are inseparable anyway, so.
I definitely see it. He's become a good football player. So.
What are your expectations? I mean, it all starts with you. I mean,
Yes,
obviously
sir.
he's in the middle, he's the center, so it all starts with you. You got an awesome responsibility this year, too, because you've got relative unknowns on one side of the ball. I mean, you made some changes in the offensive line. How are you dealing with that?
Doing good. I mean, it's kind of similar to last year, but just a couple of changes, but we'll be good.
You'll be good?
We'll be good.
Every time we bring you up in the broadcast, I mean, because the Coffee, I mean, he's the offensive line king.
Of course.
So,
I got to give a big guy some love. We don't get enough
You should
love.
be, it's a different sponsor, but a certain pancake mix because, you did a lot of pancaking last year.
Yes, sir.
And then Coffee loved it.
Well,
Yes, sir.
I definitely want to talk about just now you're going to be the senior leader of the offensive line. You talk about the legacy and the shoes that Aaron Lewis is left for you to fill. Just talk about the guys that you're going to have around you and Eaton and Copeland. Those guys are going to be following your lead to get back to the state championship.
They are. I mean, I trust them with everything I got. Those are my boys. I've known them forever, so I trust them. I mean, we'll be running stuff this year.
Now, just offensively, you guys got a lot of weapons around you. Who's going to be that leader of the offense to be able to galvanize you guys when things do get rough? I mean, it wasn't a full sailing. You did take one loss in that 12-win season last season. But who's going to be the guy in that huddle to be able to command everybody, to be able to calm everybody down when you need a drive to go score? Who's going to be that leader and step up and fill that void?
Come on, man. It's going to be me.
Exactly. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to get back on the field. I know you are. You're waiting for this your senior year, so
Yes, sir.
good luck this season, bro.
Thank you.
Nick, shout out your best friend. How's Aaron doing?
Aaron's doing good. I was just playing some Call of Duty with him last night. So,
Who won?
we were actually on the same team.
Oh, same
so,
thing. Okay,
yeah.
good. That's all fun.
Nick Bruno, the captains. We'll be back with more here from Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
That's right. Saturday we open up against Timber Creek, and for information on how to view that game, go to the website of the Huddle Club. That's whsfootballhuddleclub.com. Again, it's www.whsfootballhuddleclub.com. Pay-per-view, $3 per view for the season here for Williamstown, exclusively sponsored by Pizza Hut. And we're here at our preview show at the Pizza Hut in Glassboro, and I got another one with me. Another one who bulked up. No way. Devin Cope, how many pounds did you put on?
I put on 30 pounds since last season.
30. What is in the water in Williamstown?
A lot of peanut butter and jelly, a lot of working out, a lot of water, a lot of protein shakes. Just eating and lifting, basically.
All right, and I got to tell you, this is serious business now. You remember the movie with Sandra Bullock and a certain offensive lineman? You remember what the name of that title was?
Blindside?
That would be your position this year. That's an awesome responsibility.
Yeah.
How are you approaching it this season?
No, I played a little bit of tackle last year. No, at the end of the season when Aaron got hurt. So I played a little bit last year. I even played one full game of it against Huntington Central. So it's been pretty easy switch from tackle to guard or guard to tackle. So I've been handling it well.
Are you surprised at being one of the 6 captains in this 2020 season of the awesome talent that you guys have this year, especially coming back from last year and losing a lot to graduation?
No, I just try to help Coach Sook, not be second coach for the young guys, help out all those sophomores, all the backups, and just try to correct them on the technique and push them to go harder in practice.
He is protecting Dougie this year on the left side,
Yeah.
and I know you know a little something about that.
Well, make sure Doug, takes you out to lunch or something like that. Buys you a Gatorade after the game, protecting them. But I got to mention, I'm going to date myself real quick. You remember the old Tampa Bay Buccaneers teams, and there was a guy in that defensive line with Warren Sapp, Brad Culpepper.
Oh, yeah.
And he really didn't get the respect and the love, but he made a lot of plays. And you got Hall of Famers, Warren Sapp, you got Derek Brooks, Lynch, and Simeon Rice, and nobody really noticed number 77 making plays. When I look back at last year, you made a lot of plays in that defensive line, that pass rush, to where Aaron, Ezeraku, they got a lot of the love. Brandon Perkins, those guys got a lot of the respect. But you were making some plays up front. Now you're going to be one of the senior leaders on both sides of the ball. How do you embrace that new challenge?
Now, like I was saying earlier, just be second coach, correcting the young guys, push them to go harder in practice, and just get 1% better every day.
Well, I definitely I know Doug and I know Coach and the Williamstown fans, the 2021 Chop House, all the fans there, they're going to love watching you play. You're one of the most underrated guys that we have on this team. You can play both sides of the ball. I'm excited to see you on the field.
Thanks, you.
Hey, now that's coming from a pretty good offensive lineman, over there, right? Devin Cope, another captain here, joining us on our preview show of the season here at Pizza Hut, the exclusive sponsor of Williamstown football for 2020. Back with more.
Big Dave, closet organizing and jigsaw puzzling? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box, 2 medium pizzas, breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com.
You're looking to score in the 2020 Williamstown Braves season? Let's head over to Pizza Hut, official sponsor. Oh no! Could it be a fumble? No! Dougie Brown picking it up for the cheerleaders. Wasted no time finding a receiver over his fellow lineman. We've got Bruno and Cope out in front as he pitches it to Colbert. Colbert getting it to the Heisman pose and Donovan. Donovan looking to move the ball forward, or should we say pizza, and that's Rocca Bulldog. You know he's not passing up a nice slice, piping hot from Pizza Hut. He's coming down, he's headed to the end zone, he's at the 10, the 5, and he's going to hand it back to the cheerleaders. You want to score for your family, head over to Pizza Hut, and to score some tickets, be sure to click on the link to buy your Williamstown season pass. Thanks to our friends at Pizza Hut, proud sponsor of Braves football.
And we're back here at Pizza Hut, continuing our preview countdown to kickoff here for the Williamstown Braves for 2020, as the Braves will take on Timber Creek Saturday, 6 o'clock, and pay-per-view information is available on the website of the Huddle Club at WHSFootballHuddleClub.com. Again, we're at home of the Pizza Hut Williamstown Braves season, home of the original stuffed crust, large pizza for $13.99 with one topping. Joey Roccabaldo is our last captain to talk to. And last year, Brandon Perkins went down. Julian went down. It was all you. Mm-hmm. And if it wasn't for your play, Williamstown would not be where they were last year. You had a tremendous season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
When going into that with that next man up mentality, was it easy for you to just step in like that?
Every day at practice, I would just work hard, and I was waiting for that moment to get in the field, and I just took advantage of it. Did my job.
You sure did. I mean, you actually played on the offensive side of the ball a little bit too, but Coach had an awful lot of confidence in you. I talked to Coach after every single game, and there's not one game your name did not come up in something that you did, especially coming up like that. I mean, are you getting attention now because of the season you had last year? What schools are talking to you?
I got a couple schools. I got an offer from McDaniel. I got a couple of D2 colleges talking to me from Pennsylvania. And I'm just working hard trying to get my D1 offer.
Good. Now, I do want to ask you this. When you did come into that play, and here you are now, you were the starter, I mean, led this team to a state championship. What's it like now? You are the guy in the middle of the backfield.
I'm gonna be the coach on the field. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure everybody's doing their thing. I'm gonna make sure that all the adjustments are right. I'm gonna help out Coach Seidenberg, and we're gonna have a great season this year.
You probably don't remember John Madden as a color analyst, but I mean, this is my guy here for the last 5 seasons, and I can remember on more than one occasion when a running back entered Mr. Roccabaldo's zone. I believe you said end of run.
Yeah, that's it. Boom. That's important. Well, I mean, I love the way you play the run. You know, obviously that's a middle linebacker. That's the linebacker's mentality to be physical. And I think it just kind of went unnoticed for a lot of the fans and people watching it, because when you get to third and long situations, and we talked about it, you're not getting out of third and long on this team, but it started off with you on first and second down and your commitment up front to stop the run. Just where do you guys come up with that as a unit?
We have great chemistry as a team, and wherever the ball's at, we attack. Every man is on the ball, all 11 people. We just got a great team, and last year we had such a good D-line with Aaron Lewis, Donovan. We had Rucker. We had great D-line. They took up the line for us, and me and Turner were just making plays out there.
Well, so I want to ask, you're the senior now, and I want you to be able to, this is your opportunity to name drop some of your young guys. And Chris talked about the depth behind Julian Gravener, behind Brandon Perkins. When you came in, filled that void, and the team didn't miss a beat. Who are some of the guys behind you at the linebacking core, the younger guys that you see coming up that are going to be the next one to carry this mantle at Williamstown?
We got a lot of studs on the defense. We got Matt Karen coming up right behind me. We got Sergio. He's another great player out behind me. We just got a lot of studs, and they know what they're doing. They're ready to go whenever they have to step on the field.
Well, Rock, I'm excited to get back on the field Saturday. I know you are, man. Good luck, and Let's go. Let's get it done.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Give me some of that right there.
got you.
All right. We'll come back and wrap it up here at Pizza Hut, the exclusive sponsor of the Williamstown Braves this season.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
And we're back here at Pizza Hut, the exclusive sponsor for this year's Williamstown football team, the defending state champions. They get it on, opening it up Saturday, October 3rd, against Timber Creek, back-to-back state champions. I'm Chris Lozzi with Coffee Jones. It was our pleasure tonight to introduce you to our captains and the expectations for this season. But, Coffee, one thing that we didn't mention, and we probably should, is that the best coach in South Jersey is not coach anymore. Frank Fusatola retiring after 25 years at Williamstown and all those state championships and coming off a defending title. What does that mean to a team that has won a championship and now has a different coach?
Well, obviously the talent has been built. And he's kind of gotten the ball rolling and turned Williamstown into a powerhouse. You see year in and year out, Power 5 commits, Division I recruits, a lot of scholarship offers for different kids on this roster. And, of course, the mindset is already there. State championship or bust. That's where the bar is set. These kids have been working hard. You talked about Brody and some of these guys. Cope, they put on some weight in the offseason. They're prepared to go back and win another championship. So coach has set the bar. Even though he's not here, they're going to be playing for him and for Williamstown.
And you do know that this offense has always been explosive, always at the right time, well coached. Well, I can tell you now because the offensive coordinator last year and years before is now the head coach, and Pat Gallagher. The program's in pretty good hands.
It really is. And when you talk about just some of the mindset that these coaching staff they've had for years here at Williamstown, again, excellence. You talk about commitment to excellence. You look at every level from the Patriots to Alabama and Clemson. When you come down to the high school level, Williamstown is a force to be reckoned with, not only in South Jersey, but in the entire state.
Do you remember, first of all, you know where we're going Saturday, right? Do you remember the last time we were at Timber Creek?
Timber Creek, last second field goal. You got some D1 kids all over the field, but it's gonna be a different atmosphere, obviously, with the new regulation and guidelines. But I can't wait to get back to Williamstown to see some of the Chop House and some of these great cheerleaders and fans that we've had for the last year at Williamstown.
Speaking of the great cheerleaders, you can see them. They're here. They are the seniors, and they joined the senior captains of the football team tonight. There's a microphone there, so when it's your turn, just introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm India, and I'm 16 years old.
It's okay.
Hi, I'm Ashley. Hi, I'm Maddie. Hi, I'm Juliana. Hi, I'm Taman.
Are the Braves going to win, ladies?
Yeah.
Just like cheerleaders do it, right?
That's right.
So, for Coffee Jones, for all of us with Williamstown Football and BFA Productions, this is Chris Lozzi. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we will see you Saturday. Pay-per-view. The information is on the Huddle Club website at WHSFootballHuddleClub.com. Kickoff 6 o'clock. Timber Creek hosting the state champion Braves. Till then, for Coffee, I'm Chris. Good night, everybody.